Everyone, welcome to another beautiful and amazing episode of Beyond the Circle Ambassadors Insights. I remain your favorite girl, Ambassador Oluwaseunroda Oluwatomisi Omoba. And with me today, I have one of my beautiful and amazing sister in the fellowship, a very a very great mama of us in the fellowship. Trust me, this sister is amazing and God has really used her life to bless even me myself. So today, join me as I welcome our one time Assistant General Secretary of the Fellowship, and also, as we record now, our Treasurer in the Fellowship, Sister Olajide. Thank you very much, Mama. Please, can you properly introduce yourself once again to the house?
All right, my name is Ambassador Olajide. Who call me Treasure Jane, some people call me I Cook, some people call me Sister Jane.
Oh, Mama is with Sister Jane, so she has a whole lot of names. So let's start from your name. How did you come about? Only you like 55 names. I Cook, Treasure Jane, AGS, Sister Jane. You just have all of them. How did you come about those names, and what happened? Why did only you have like 55?
Okay, most of those things were given to me. Okay. I bear Tinola Janet. Okay. So from Janet we have Jane, and like me myself, Treasure Jane. Some people call me I Cook, some people call me Sister Jane, some people call me AGS because of my former post.
Okay, yeah, that's true. For a very long time too. No, not for a very long time. No, yes, for a very long time. I think when I met you, I knew you as Treasure Jane, and I thought that that was your best name. Yeah, that's beautiful, and I actually love Treasure Jane. So now moving on, let's have how you got to Cacsa, and not just because I know you for someone that was not from a CSC background, and majority, though you give the look of you even look like a pastor. Yeah, so but over time when I got to know you, and I feel like, okay, Sister Janet is not from CSA from home, so what's up with Kata? And in those 100 levels, seriously, you used to look like the mother of the fellowship. Those times Sister Janet is always everywhere, and I'll be like, we both resume together. How come this sister knows everybody?
Okay. Joining Cacsa Funaab is a mystery. But I didn't plan to join Cacsa Funaab on the onset. My dad is an elder in the church. He's an evangelist, going from CAC, as you have rightly said. So I joined Cacsa Funaab because God, through my mentor, led me to Cacsa Funaab. And joining the fellowship through CTY, and a friend of mine, Ambassador Tolani, invited me to the service, and very first service, I love the aura and all of it.
Oh, amazing. Like I could remember that time we resumed during the COVID. So I didn't remember anyone telling me about Cacsa. Yeah. So you were one of the few that were privileged to ask CTY. I can't remember if the fellowship asked CTY, but they will definitely do that time. So wow, that's interesting. And talking about Sister Tolani being introducing you to, telling you about the fellowship, how did you come about that? Because we know, I know that you guys were close. You are close, don't me use were. And how was it that it was what your friend said? Because for me, I had a friend that we came together to Funaab. We were friends. We are still friends, and we are attending both different fellowship, and we are doing well. So how was it that? Because there was a time I thought that, oh, why am I not attending? Why are we not attending same fellowship? Why is she not attending my fellowship, or why am I not attending? As we are both doing well in our respective fellowship, but to see friends that they were able to come to same fellowship and still keep going. Oh, it was my friend that invited me, and how was Tolani's this thing able to convince you?
Yeah. Aside from the CTY, she was the main reason why I joined apart from what my mentor told me about, come to Cacsa Funaab, God has something in store for you in that fellowship. She wasn't as okay, just a Sunday, just come for a Sunday. And that very first Sunday, I met with God, and I really loved everything about Cacsa Funaab.
Glory to God. I said it earlier that you used to look like the mother of the fellowship. I could remember that time was it 300 level? No, 200 level. We had, after the cultural Sunday, God bless you, we had this group that, I just joined the group for joining sake. God have mercy that time, but you are always there. And so you becoming an executive was not a new thing to me. I don't know if it was new to you. So I thought that they knew that Sister Janet was helping us with bringing us together from 200 level. So definitely she should even be the 200 level representative. But you being an AGS, and I was like, okay, from my own end and maybe from many members' end, you feel like, oh, well deserved. But your own end, were you seeing it coming? And when you saw executive coming, did you see the AGS post coming?
At first, I didn't see executive or any post coming.
You were not in the spirit.
I wasn't expecting it. Was a shock.
Okay.
Because I'm this playful type in level and on the level. I play a lot.
Did I know you as a playful type?
Yes, I'm always everywhere.
Yeah, actually, you are always everywhere.
Because of my friend, actually. I'm in this indoor type, but because of Cacsa Funaab and the amazing people in Cacsa Funaab that, brush and bring out this my attribute that I didn't even know that I had them. But thank God to ambassadors, thank God to my level mates then. Like during the cultural Sunday, it was an amazing moment for me, and that's when I got to know almost everybody in the fellowship. You're on the road, Star Jane, and everything like that. It was an amazing one. But seeing AGS and that day for handing over, I was so surprised. I got home to cry and all. But thank God for how the office went, because indeed it was a lifetime, and it was awesome because I saw God using that office to build me. So the building moment, yeah.
Glory to God. So from your whole hand too, you didn't see that you become an executive. You didn't see it coming.
I remember how during the interview I was just being so playful. This girl is not serious. Let's just leave her exempt and all. But I was just playing throughout the interview. I was like, okay, maybe in their mind, you say, "Hello, you deserve it." And even with that, he said that was one of the people that made me the AGS. I'm like, wow.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so talking about you becoming an AGS at first, yes, I knew you were in almost everybody's. I don't want to say you were in everybody's space, but you were doing well in your space as a member. Yeah, I think you were also active. I knew you were active in Bible study units. Why have you been able to cope with fame of always going to the altar? Everybody stand up, and like when you started out as being an executive, started off from the front of the church to how were you able to cope with the fame and the distance that time?
One of the things serving as AGS did to me was changing my seat from the front to the back. So I was a front seater. So I was like, okay, from the front to the secretariat at the back every Sunday, standing up almost throughout the service was at first stressful for me. And there's this one truth that most people don't know about me. I'm a very, very shy person.
Oh,
yes, I'm very, very
I
shy.
I know that.
I'm very, very shy. I was very shy.
AGS shy.
AGS post indeed did a lot of things to me, and going up there every Sunday, every Wednesday, videos and all. And my Oga, safety alumnus, Timothy, I said, thank you so much for all that you did during your stay. He will always push me to the front. You have to go. I'm not going. You have to go. Those are the times that they built me, and I was able to just shed off all shyness.
Okay, thank you for that. Well, as regard your present office, being the treasurer of the church, how have you been able to manage it with being CBG chairperson? What else? The treasurer, a final year student, and a very fine girl in the church too. Because tell me, brothers are not coming.
That's amazing. It has not been easy, sincerely.
Yeah.
But thank God for strength, coping with being the treasurer, Bible study unit, being active, CBG, and all of that. That's really been engaging. But I tell you that there's a place for strength. As far as you are waiting on God, there's a place of renewing of strength. There's a renewal from the inwards to the outwards.
Thank you. All right, so what would you like? What is an advice that you would like to give, not to a coming generation, but to someone like you again, like to a younger self, coming into the post of being an AGS, then a treasurer? Or what would you have said to a new AGS in Cacsa Funaab?
I will use them to just inform everybody and anyone that will be fixing that will be fixed into that post. Being the AGS is not just for you to just go up there every Sunday and share announcement and all of that.
Yeah.
It is a time that you wait on God to receive. But when myself and my other used to talk about receiving a word every Sunday for the church. Wow. You just go there to go and announcement next Sunday 7 a.m. and all. So we have to wait on God. Okay, what's God saying to His church at this moment? We share our own view. What is God saying as secretariat at this moment? And we sure receive from God because we waited on Him. As far as you're waiting, we receive from God. It's not just for you to just share announcement and all. It's for you to receive from God for His church, for the edification of the church. And don't see yourself doing so well, because sometimes you think you can do it and you go up there and you just flop. I'm sorry to use that word. So just you need to be confident, but just try and lean on God's strength.
Thank you for that, because when people just see you up there, they just believe your roles are just to take testimonies and help people show up on Sundays and all. But thank you for that. I would like to ask that when you were the AGS, what if you had not served the coming tenure? How would you have felt and how would you have coped not serving the following tenure?
At a point during even to the end of the tenure as AGS, I was like, oh, thank God, this is almost over.
Wow. But I could remember our president said that we should not always feel like that.
Yeah, but sincerely, there are times I feel that way.
Truth.
Sincerely, I was like, okay, can this thing just end? Can this thing just end? But going to the end of the tenure and seeing what God has done to me in my life through the office.
Can you please share some of the things?
Okay,
being an executive has helped to.
Most times I study the word for just myself, just hear from God particular time. But at that particular point in my life, towards the end of the tenure, I feel like, okay, God is wanting something for the church. Our office deals with almost all of the offices. Because if it's okay, you're doing this and you're not doing it because you have said you're not doing it. It shouldn't be so. But we decide almost all of the affairs of the church. At that point, I feel like there is more to this office. I was beginning to see more of what my office entails, and I was so eager to know more about it, and that in its own pushed me to seeking God and seeking His face. That was when I was able to hear God perfectly. It really sharpened my hearing and all my spiritual antenna and all of that. It was a moment that I cherish a lot, and I feel like, okay, if anything is coming, I'm ready to take all of that in.
So were those moments pushing you to like open for next tenure, that I'm going to serve maybe probably as the general secretary or as the president, maybe next tenure? These moments when they came, they were heavenly moments for you and you were open for the next tenure?
I was not open for a office in particular, but at a point I was eager that okay, for God to do this much, even as the AGS, then there is much more. So I was, okay, God, what will you have for me next tenure? But at that particular point, God was telling me that if you don't serve, what will happen to your heart? So I was going to pray for my heart, that God should help my heart of service. And at that point, I was saying that if I was an ESCO, be appointed or not, I was going to keep serving God in Cacsa Funaab. But it was indeed an awesome moment. Sincerely, it is so sweet serving the Lord.
Glory to God. Thank you for all that you've shared. But before you go, can you share with us some instances or some things that happen in the church? Maybe teachings or lessons that you've learned in the church that you feel other ambassadors should know that it has helped your life. Aside being an executive now, maybe your relationship with someone or some teachings, some programs or some things that happen in the church that you felt like, okay, everybody should know about this.
Okay, let me start from love feasts. I'll talk about word feasts.
Amazing.
Okay, feast. So love feast, my first love feast in Cacsa Funaab, that should be in 2019.
No, 2021.
No. Yeah, 2021. We are at home for
this.
So that particular moment, I was a friend person. I make a lot of friends. At that point, I met a new friend, and see now we are still friends. And that was the beginning of our of our friendship. Like, we're able to share personal life issues, and from that particular aspect of his life, he's a brother.
Imagine the brother. All right.
Of his life, we're able to, I was able to learn, and he was able to learn from me.
So you met him during what feast?
Love Feast.
Love. Wow, Love Feast is an amazing program, and I'm looking forward to the next one because
So for Word Feast, beyond the fact that during every word session in Cacsa Funaab, it is always powerful and you always receive your words.
Sorry to cut you. There's this trend that has been happening in the Word Feast that
people receive their
exactly. So did it happen to you like that? I mean, also, let's state it very well so that our audience can hear. So there's this trend in Word Feast. I don't know. Word Feast should be a moment when you are getting connected to God, but these people are getting connected to,
it's God now.
You know, a sister and a brother, they are getting connected. They are receiving. They are getting more insight during Word Feast. So did you have more like that? Or
let me say yes and let me say no.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay.
Let me share this.
Okay.
I think last Word Feast, not this one, the 2023 Word Feast.
Okay. That was
only sister Love's
Family Love.
Family Love. So our theme was the Word of God. At that point, MCC called me that there's a brother, all of that.
Oh, Cacsa MCC.
And looking at the position of the person, this is an anonymous. I was like, okay, this particular person serves in these offices and all. So at that point, I was in a confused state rather. And I was like, okay, how should this go? At the point, I wanted to pray, but confusion was covering and clouding my heart.
From Word Feast.
So when I got to Word Feast, so I received the answer to my prayers.
Oh my God!
I'm saying it's
amazing. Warrior.
So I received what I should receive. Let's stop there.
Glory to God. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you for that. And have you ever feel that there is a point in Cacsa Funaab that you feel like some things are not blessing you? Like maybe why did this service just go? Have you? I know we all know for sure that I would say in Cacsa Funaab every service is always an experience, a blessing, and all. So have you ever felt like come to a point that in Cacsa Funaab there is actually a particular this program?
I can't think of anyone, but distractions can be one of them. Next having as AGS, you'll be walking up and down. So one of the things I learned to do is go back to Telegram and listen to the messages, and I remain blessed.
Oh, God bless media units for that. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for your time, Sister Janet, Treasure Jane. It's an honor to have you grace our seat, and maybe when you become an alumni, okay, we'll still have to invite you again. Maybe this time around with your spouse to come and share how you got the brother from Cacsa Funaab during Why? So thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate you. So friends and family, thank you very much for joining us for this episode, and we hope to see you in our next episode. But before you go, kindly click on the subscribe button, the notification bell, and watch out for our next episode. Till then, I remain your humble and loyal one, Ambassador Oluwaseun Broda Omoba. See you. Bye.